Is he going to give up? Is he going to keep fighting? Because it's a fight, man. It's a fight to keep going and keep fighting these paperwork to prove that like you're changed, man.
I've been at this for like a decade, so I know I focus on the advocacy. You know, look at how long it took me to change over the advocacy, and now I have that nonprofit. I said you got to pick your battles, right? Like not everything is a battle, and that I think is one thing she said too. A lot of prison wives don't understand. They think everything's a battle. No, you need to learn to pick your fight properly, and I don't know. I just focus on the proper things. Why are you focusing on if this woman is going to put the moves on your man and is going to do something to her, then you need to leave. That's not even their staff there like me. And they know that. They know that too.
Never fucking want to invest their time in a person like me. None of these women here would. They don't see that value, but you do.
I do. I see value. But you know what? In a sense, they have invested their time. Well, paid time. They have invested their time because they do focus on you more than other guys there because you want to put the effort in. And this is the thing. This is probably maybe why. No woman, the reason I see the potential, I saw the potential in you and I invested my time in you is because you wanted to invest the time in yourself. If you would have just been like my ex or somebody who was going through shit but didn't want to change, didn't want to make an effort, play victim to their own circumstances, their own stupidity, it would have been different. But you were always wanting to improve and be better. You still do. Like, you know what I mean? Like right from the hop, as soon as you entered in, you were wanting programs right away. So that, like, to me was, this is a man. And you know what? That's more than some men out here want to do. Because some men out here who never even been to jail, they don't even want to invest in themselves. They think they're freaking perfect the way they are. But yet, their relationships fail. And they're like, oh, well, that's not my fault. That's her fault. Right? But you can do the things that many men out here can't even do. Many men will never sit out here and say, oh, well, okay, I'm going to call her back after a fight and apologize, even though maybe she was in the wrong. No. You do it because you have to, in a sense. Well, you don't have to. I mean, I can't call you back. You have to call. But you don't have to actually do it. No one's forcing you. It's just that's the type of person that you are. You've worked on yourself. Some men will go weeks without talking. Like, fuck, my daughter and her man can go forever and they won't talk. So, yeah, I don't know. You've done what you need to do. But yes, as an Indigenous inmate, it's so fucking hard still. That's what I don't get. That's what I would like to focus. This inmate or a non-Indigenous lifer can get so further ahead compared to an Indigenous lifer or Indigenous inmate. Will ever change in corrections?
What's that?
Do you ever think that will change? That don't have the problems that Indigenous lifers have?
It'll never change, but it's changing, but it's slow moving. And there's been a lot of change, and I got to commend CSC for the change that they are doing, but it's like, it's just a slow moving operation, and the change that we do get is just, it's been a long time coming, but yeah, and it's almost like things just went like overnight. But in the last decade, things have changed dramatically.
Oh, I'm gonna agree. I agree with that. It definitely, when you have a prison system that's like hundreds of years old and it's run on archaic ways for hundreds of years, prison in general has been that way. Even back to when you look at like the times of, in biblical times, they had prisons. Same shit. So it's going to be a slow-moving process. But I can say, yeah, since we've been, advocating for a decade, yeah, I've seen changes from when I first became involved in this, from when I first got to parole. And I was at parole, you gotta remember, that's over 10 years now. That was in 2013 behavior. I'll call you that when I see you do that. I've seen guards do that, become correctional officers.
I did my first aid with a guard. My first aid ticket with a guard.
Are you for real?
Well, for real. Did programs with them.
Really?
Talk to their children.
Yes, you did do that. You had the opportunity to talk to CO's children. That's right. They were older, but you did talk to them. How did you like doing that, though?
It was fun. It was good. I was kind of like, I got a little nervous, but it's like, man, if I would have prepped a little bit better, I probably could have sold how bad it is. But it was just they had such program for those guys, their kids, so they were really like, here, let's just talk to the inmate, and then they have different things that the kids were doing all throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, we only had a little bit of time with them.
But
But it was good.
that's,
I got to share my story with them, and
I know, I know Lana liked that you did that. And that's what you want to do, right? Like that when you come home, that's what you want to do.
my,
So, have you talked to anybody now about when I go and speak to these youth in May? Or you don't want to talk to anybody about seeing if that's a possibility for
yeah,
you?
I actually did. I talked to, what's his name?
Jason?
For straight up.
Oh,
He's trying to
Stan.
make a way for that to happen.
What did Stan say?
Yeah, Stan. He said they're just going to look into it.
Because I know they're going to that school too. I don't know who's going. I don't know when they're going. But did you tell him I was going?
Mm-hmm.
And did you tell them like the plan was to try and see, because they don't want me to sugarcoat this presentation. I have to create something here fairly soon, and I will. But I would like to kind of know ahead of time, because I am going to, like, Faith won't be able to because she can't even call me. But she gave me permission, because I do, when they say like what, I do want to put that like the advocacy piece. So I did ask for her and the girls' permission to use the picture. In your jail is a little more easygoing, so it is at 1:30. So I don't know if, I mean,
Yeah, I think that I'm going to talk to my parole officer about it.
because I can do it, like if we can do it through a video, we can do it where I don't show your face, right? Like I just see your face, but we can connect it to something where these kids could ask questions. Or if we have to do it through a phone, but I think a phone would be a little harder because it's not going to be able to like hear it as well. You know what I mean? But I mean, if we have to do it where, yeah, like if they can see your face, fucking great. And we did that. We did it at the hospital with the visit. So I don't see in the funeral, I don't see why that was a big deal. We didn't do it in a visiting room. We did it in a culture room. You had somebody beside you. If we can do that same thing, and this way they know what's being asked. These are kids. The teacher is good with it. If something has to be consented, whatever. I mean, if we don't want to show their face, like they can see your face, but you don't see their face, like we can do that too, right? Like, I get it, they're kids, but you don't have sex offender charges, so it's not like that. But, and again, it's not like they won't see your face anyway, because, well, I'm putting it in my presentation.